do the Dutch here. I have returned with a new interesting campaign to follow. Legacy of the Void has launched today here in Europe, and I have shown mostly RPGs, so I thought let's mix it up a little bit with Starcraft. Now don't get me wrong, I don't play this as much in the multiplayer. I suck at it completely, but I absolutely adore Starcraft's sci-fi. It's amazing, the story's great, what you can expect from a Blizzard game. So I thought, Legacy of the Void, that would make some good videos. It's not too long, you know, it's very straight and narrow, and I could talk about this all day, but that's not what what I'm gonna give you. So let's start. The Legacy of the Void. Interesting. The Legacy of the Void. Far above the Zerg-infested jungles of Aiur, the young hierarch of the unified Protoss, Artanis, has assembled the Golden Armada to retake his people's ancient homeworld. As the Templar forces prepare themselves for war, a small band of warriors fight a desperate battle to establish a beachhead within the ruins on the planet's surface. Let's do the story so far for now.
For nearly 300 years, humans thought they were alone in the Koprulu sector. They were wrong. The Zerg emerged, seeking to consume all in their path, and before long, the Protoss, a highly advanced alien race, began wiping out infested worlds, burning Zerg and Terran alike. A three-way war, unlike anything humanity had ever faced, erupted almost overnight. All the while, a human civil war raged. Marshal Jim Raynor vowed to oppose the corrupt dictator Arcturus Minsk for the betrayal of the woman he loved, Sarah Kerrigan.
Boys, how about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now!
Kerrigan, a loyal operative, was left to die at the hands of the Zerg. But the Zerg had other plans. They transformed her and unleashed her psionic power upon the Koprulu sector, searching for their real objective, the Protoss homeworld of Aiur. The Protoss were unaware of this danger and slow to respond. Their rulers, the Conclave, had dispatched Executor Artanis to hunt for Tassadar, a commander who had refused to wipe out infested Terran worlds. They crossed paths with a dark Templar mystic, whose kind was considered heretics by the Conclave. Through great effort, Zeratul convinced Tassadar and Artanis that he was not their enemy. Together they rallied more Protoss from both factions against the Zerg. Despite the Conclave's fury, they achieved significant victories against the Swarm. But when Zeratul struck down one of the Overmind Cerebrates, his own mind was left vulnerable. From his thoughts, the Overmind gleaned Air's true location, and the Swarm descended upon the Protoss homeworld with all their might and fury. It was Tassadar who kept the Templar from extinction that day. Using the power of both the Templar and the Dark Templar, he sacrificed himself to kill the Overmind. Aiur was lost, but Artanis led the survivors to the Dark Templar's homeworld of Shakuras. Old prejudices were set aside. The Templar were now in the Dark Templar's debt. Without the Overmind, the Swarm fractured. Kerrigan sought control of all the Zerg, even enlisting the aid of old friends and enemies like Raynor, Mengsk, and Zeratul. Once her rule was uncontested, the Queen of Blades betrayed them all. Billions of humans and Protoss were killed. The Zerg stood unchallenged, but to the relief of all, the war seemed to end there. Zeratul suspected the Zerg had fallen under the control of dark forces. He uncovered prophecies stating that an ancient entity, Amon, was attempting to merge Protoss and Zerg lifeforms into an unholy hybrid, and that this evil might already have control of Kerrigan and her power. It was during this time that Executor Artanis, hailed as a hero, was made leader of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. As Hierarch, Artanis united both factions, and promised to one day reclaim the glory they had lost on Aiur. Raynor had vowed to see Kerrigan dead, but his retaliatory strike failed. Even his rebellion against Manx's tyranny proved ineffective against the Dominion's propaganda machine. But with the arrival of old friends and mysterious new allies, Raynor revived his campaign against the Dominion, scoring major victories on multiple fronts. But Zeratul warned him about the encroaching darkness, and said the key to stopping Amon was the Queen of Blades. She was needed alive. In a daring raid on the Zerg homeworld of Char, armies from the Dominion and Raynor, with help from Arcturus' son Valerian, used an ancient Zelnaga artifact to neutralize Kerrigan's power and free her from Amon's grasp. The Queen of Blades was helpless. The Dominion wanted her dead. Raynor couldn't allow it.
It's okay. I got you.
Valerian Minsk offered them sanctuary, but his father could not let this opportunity pass. During the raid, Kerrigan and Raynor were separated. Kerrigan escaped, while Raynor...
He was briefly interrogated and summarily executed.
Kerrigan sought vengeance. She set out to reclaim her position as Queen of Blades. With Zeratul's guidance, Kerrigan gathered the Zerg broods and ruled the swarm once again. Only this time, free.
The killing will never stop. Until Minsk is dead.
Kerrigan began dismantling the Dominion's military, one mission at a time. To her surprise, she learned that Raynor was still alive. She chartered a course to Korhal, Minx's stronghold. Despite encountering his best troops and traps, she personally ended his life. But there was little time to celebrate. Amon's plans were still unfolding. Kerrigan left Raynor to rebuild, while she hunted her true enemy. Raynor and Valerian Minx set about reforming the Dominion, with a just government. With the Zerg and Terrans quelled, Hierarch Artanis saw an opportunity. He declared that the unified Protoss, Templar and Dark Templar alike, would retake Aiur. Any dissenting voices went unheard amid the hope for reclamation. Zeratul set off alone, searching for the truth, hoping against hope that the Hierarch was not making a terrible mistake.
Yeah, so that was interesting. It gives you a quick background on how the whole story went. Kind of long-winded, but they don't want to leave any details out. I think it was pretty good. Gives you exact detail of what is going on. But that's not why we're here. Or at least that's not why I'm here. I know this. I've played for the other campaigns. So, without further ado, let's get this over with. You have some experience playing strategy games. I'm not a Starcraft veteran. I'm an experienced Starcraft player, but a veteran? Absolutely not. So we'll just keep it at normal. Should be good enough. Okay. I'll be quiet again for a while.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
Starcraft. Legacy of the Void. The final chapter. And I'm gonna enjoy it! Legacy of the Void. A great evil looms over the galaxy. The dark god, Amon, has returned. Spurred on by Zerathul's prophecies, Kerrigan and her swarm set out to destroy Amon's hybrid forces, hoping to stop the coming oblivion. With the threat of the Zerg Queen absent, the Protoss hierarch, Artanis, raised a massive invasion fleet, left the Dark Templar world of Shakuros, and committed to restore his people's former glory by reclaiming their lost homeworld of Aiur. My life for Aiur! That must be it. Yeah. I see Zerg creep. Now I'm just gonna talk a bit. I'll try not to get in through conversation. So, boys, go be ready.
Templar. At long last, we stand at the threshold of destiny. For today, we will restore the glory of our legacy. Today, we will retake what we have lost and reclaim our homeworld.
For Aiur!
And may the Kala's light guide us.
The invasion fleet stands ready. We await only your command, Hierarch.
Selendis!
Halt this invasion at once.
Zeratul.
Templar! Arrest this traitor!
No! We will hear him out.
The end war has come. Amon, the Dark One, has returned.
This heretic cannot be trusted.
This invasion is a distraction from the true battle ahead. Amon's fury will engulf the entire galaxy.
Do not forget that it was his interference that brought ruin to Aiur.
And that burden weighs heavily upon me. Artanis, I have found a way to stand against the coming darkness. You must believe me.
Oh boy.
We have been through much together, Zeratul. But far too many have sacrificed, in the hopes that this moment would come to pass. Executor, commence the invasion!
50 billion to beam down, boys! I hope they have a few pylons down there! Or else this is gonna be a short invasion force. Ooh, it's getting dramatic! Oh! Orbital strip. Oh! Well, I'm not controlling those. Obviously. There's gotta be a few I'm gonna
The
control.
reclamation of Aiur is underway. We are preparing to siege the warp network at Karasan now.
These are the dudes
Well
I'll be
done,
starting
Selendis.
controlling.
Once the warp conduits are free of infestation, our forces will strike as one across the surface of Aiur.
That's the plan.
Templar await your command, Hierarch.
So these are okay, so this is... Okay, so... Sorry about that, guys. Slight problem. Restored now. So these are the guys that I have at my
skills.
Press A, then... Wow, so they've really just blend the entire... Do they already have charts? They do! That's even better.
Warriors, Aiur awaits you. March forth and take it.
I would have gone for a more tactical approach, but okay. They don't really let you do that at this moment. Let's move out, boys. Ooh!
I have diverted some Colossi to join your forces. Use them well, Artanis.
Let's just go for glorious combat. Slaughter the swarm! This is just... Oh! You better run, you stupid mutas! These are mostly feral Zerg, of course. Let's get to beating up some dudes. Kill them all! Burn them off this place! That's a Nidus word. This is where they come in handy, those Colossi.
Intriguing.
This is pretty easy, though.
There is a Zerg hive cluster near your warriors. If possible, we should destroy it.
If possible. Of course it's possible! But we should do it is question number 2, but that's a stupid question to ask as well. No, the zealots! My poor pretty little zealots!
Very well.
Those zealots, only caring about killing
Well fought, my warriors. Let us return our focus to reclaiming the warp conduit.
Yeah. One thing at a time, okay? This is really just the basics of giving you, you know.
Unseen. Cold is the state thy bidding.
It's still a pretty strong force.
For the reckoning.
Ew. Hey, whoa. This isn't too easy. This is the first mission, so it's kind of a tutorial mission, you know.
Very wise.
I could play it more tactically, though.
We stand unified. You require my skills. I heed the call.
Now we're talking. Bursh.
We are one with the shadows.
Oh boy. Alright, let's just wipe out these Zerg forces and clear it up here. No, my precious unit! Holy!
Selendis, the conduit is ours. Warp down reinforcements.
That's these.
As you command.
2 warp conduits remain in the grip of the Zerg. Ready yourselves, brethren. We move for victory.
We are one with the shadows. I am the voice of the eclipse.
There isn't much to wreck around here, though. But this is just the invasion. I can't even imagine what the rest of this is gonna be like. It's gotta be amazing!
Very well.
Artanis, there are more hives in the surrounding area. Destroying them would deal the Zerg a crippling blow.
Obviously. I could do with some sentry, though.
We move unseen. I serve.
Oh, this is what a Colossi play their strong point.
Warriors, annihilate it.
That's part of the plan.
Strike as one.
Yes! For hire!
This hive cluster has fallen. Continue on, brothers.
Not without reinforcements. Let's see, what do we get? A couple more zealots. You can never have too many of those.
Be as you say. My meditation. I am the heart.
Yeah. I know how to select an entire army. I just choose not to.
We move unseen.
In case I need to use strategy. Ooh! Reinforcements.
Hierarch, we thank you for your aid. Allow us to join you in battle.
I'd be stupid not to.
We move unseen.
There is a lot of this, though. Luckily, I have Colossi. It helps. No swarming for these dudes. Colossi are great. I love these guys. Though I'm more of an infantry-based Protoss player myself. I prefer the use of the Templars. The hell is that thing? Never seen anything like that before.
Guide our blades.
The hell is that thing? I've never seen anything like that before.
Another hive lies in ruins. Only one remains, my warriors.
And we will wreck it.
It shall be as you say.
More zealots and more stalkers. You can never have too many of those.
We are one.
But we just move as a giant death ball. Because why the hell not? At least when I rely on robotics, it's mostly just immortals. I love the stalkers though. Nidus worms.
The second warp conduit is activating now.
Let's bring in the reinforcements.
Confirmed. Reinforcements warping in at your location.
We stand.
Even more. As if I didn't have enough already. This is actually kind of like a false way of showing it, because this is the only time you're ever gonna have an army of this size, of this number. The rest is all just gonna be, you know.
This brood is coordinated. Their actions are intelligent, beyond Feral Zerg.
Kerrigan?
You speak truly, Zeratul. An unseen hand moves them. We must be on guard.
Oh boy. If you say that, it's gotta be bad. But it doesn't matter. We've got the biggest death ball I've ever seen. Shouldn't be a problem.
The final hive has fallen. Let this be the first victory of many. Aiur will be restored.
More zealots. Because you can never have too many zealots.
Cold is the void.
We're still gonna get base building, of course. This is just the first game. This is the first mission. They never do this. The first mission is always meant for, you know, unit control. The second one is a bit more about base building. It's the, you know, the typical kind of thing they do in strategy games. Let's blink these guys to the back. Because Stalkers are not frontline troops. The Immortals are now, and the Zealots are now in the proper spot.
The final conduit lies before us. Show the Zerg no mercy.
Not even a little? This is easy. Come on, anyone can do this. Whoa! Ah, there we go.
Your fate is
Now the invisible hand shows itself.
impossible. Hybrid on Aiur. It is they who have been leading the Zerg. This is the end of your reign.
I wouldn't bet on it, ugly. Done. Bam! First mission done.
Conduits have been secured. Our starfighters are moving to take this fight across the surface.
Okay.
Take command of the invasion, Executor. Zeratul, you and I must discuss this most recent turn of events further.
That might be a wise decision. The Living Kala. Okay, for Aiur, complete the 4 Aiur mission in the legacy. Yeah. Kill 100. Yeah. This is an easy one! Oh, come on. Look at this dude. He's huge. What else do you expect? And the last one, lose fewer than 100 units. On normal, that's easy. Anyway, let's continue. Just a little bit. Aiur battlefield. Sunset. That is a big ship. Is it crashing or landing? Hey, bro.
It seems the end war you warned of has begun. Tell me, old friend, what is it you have learned?
I have witnessed the end of all things. Horrific legions of hybrid, raising world upon world. In the darkness, lording over them, a shadowy form. Amon.
Yet, you spoke of a way to stand against him.
This vision was a benevolent one, as if an ancient voice called out from beyond. The keystone shall usher you unto hope.
Keystone?
Why is it always a keystone?
I saw a burst of light revealing the Xel'Naga artifact on the Terran world of Korhal. It is the keystone of this vision.
Are you sure?
Speak of Xel'Naga standing against Amon in the end times. I believe this keystone will guide us to them.
And Amon probably knows this too.
I have always trusted you, Zeratul, but the burdens of leadership demanded much of me. There are times I am uncertain whether I was truly ready for such weight.
Your doubt is unfounded, young Artanis. You must embrace what you have become, if you are to be the leader we now need.
Harsh truth, bro, but it's true.
You will go to James Raynor on Korhal and receive this keystone. I will marshal our forces for the war ahead. When you return, the Templar will be ready.
I hope so.
Entaro Tassadar, old friend.
Entaro
Artanis, brother.
Entaro Tassadar. And now?
Zeratul, you must secure the Xel'Naga keystone from James Raynor. My forces will reactivate the Spear of Adun, a warship that will be invaluable in the battles ahead. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
Okay. This is the first good start. The rest will continue on later, of course, when I get the chance. This was just a little taste of what is to come, of course. And I'm gonna enjoy it later. But until now, I'm gonna have to conclude it here. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!